Happy Friday. I just had to get on because I don't know if anybody else has had a week like me, but do you ever just have those weeks where you feel like, I got to do better? I got to do better. I got to be better. I got to do more. I have to go more. I have to invent more. I have to become more. I have to, all of this more, right? And not that it's not, I mean, it's not a bad thing to want to increase who you are. It's not a bad thing to want to become better. It's none of that is bad. But I got home today and I was just like, I just need to stretch. I just felt really weighed down by the week. Conferences are coming and report cards and just life itself, which happens, which is part of life. But I began to stretch and I opened up my YouTube, like where you have your subscriptions and all that, and I immediately just felt overwhelmed because it was all of these gurus on how to do this and 5 ways to do that and 7 ways to do this, and I said, man, we are just bombarded by the more or the better, and it can get pretty intense at sometimes. And the Lord had to settle my heart. He had to say, I need you to be content. And I'm not saying that you content is settling, but you have to be content and be present. We're always looking for tomorrow. Everybody's chasing tomorrow. But you know, when are you going to be in today? When are you going to be present right here? When are you going to look up and look around and realize that, hey, I can be a bound in a base. I can be here. I'm all right. It's all good. I'm better than I was yesterday. And maybe you're not better than you were yesterday, but just say, you know what, tomorrow I will be better. But as far as today, this is where I'm at. I'm right here. I'm going to be present in my present. I'm just going to be here. I'm going to be here. And so when I was thinking about those things and just how overwhelming it was, I literally just had to get it out of all my. I almost was just like, I'm about to cut everything off because that's how overwhelming it felt. And it's always somebody who's doing it better, who knows how to do it better, who can tell you what to do better or how to win it. And you're just like, everybody think they know everything, and everybody think they know everything, and you think they know everything. And because it's on YouTube or because it's on Instagram, or because it's on Facebook, or because it's on something, everybody goes to it. It's all this instant gratification to know something that may not even be true. And so I got on here because, as you can see, even in my thoughts, they're like, wow, because sometimes we just have to just stop. You got to stop. You got to turn it off. You got to unplug it, and you have to plug into you, and you have to plug into presently where you are. We spend so much time digging into what everybody else is. We spend so much time thinking what everybody else thinks. Well, this person said do it this way, and this person said do it this way, and because they are this person, then we got to listen to that person. Well, sometimes you need to just chill out and listen to yourself. Listen to what your body's saying. Listen to what your mind is saying. Listen to what your heart is saying. Listen to what, I'm not saying follow those things, but you got to be in tune with who you are at that moment. And then you grab a hold of the Lord, and He brings clarity to what needs to be changed. And with God, it doesn't feel so overwhelming and so just heavy. He'll guide you through every little bit of change that you need to go through. So I wanted to go to Philippians because there's a couple of really significant scriptures there. And Philippians 4 talks about, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So whatever it is that you're trying to become or you want to be in, and I understand everybody's trying to be an investor and an entrepreneur. I mean, everywhere you go, it's just like, I'm running my own business. I'm about to do this. Okay, well, whatever. Nothing against that. Do whatever you feel you are purposed to do. Don't be driven by money to do it. If you're driven by money, I'd ask you to go reevaluate your plan, because sometimes the money is not always going to be there. And especially as a business person, talk to business people who run their own businesses. They work 24/7. They don't have, it ain't a retirement time. They work. It's work, and it's difficult, and it's stressful, but they love what they do. So it's important to tap into what you are purposed and what you love to do first, and let God show you that. So hope you hear the ice cream truck out there. He must be purposed to do that, because I hear him every day right there. But anyway, side note, back to this. And it says, let your request be made known unto God. Okay, so you let him know, this is where my heart is. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. And don't be flighty. Don't be trying to do what everybody else is doing. Just because they're doing it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Yeah, your friend might start a business selling, I don't know, maybe they're baking something. I used to bake keto dishes and I did very well, but it wasn't a passion. I just enjoyed cooking for that moment. And then when I got over it, I was like, nope. I still do it here and there, but I don't do it on that level anymore. So you have to definitely have a purpose for it in order to sustain it. That's key. But that was a side note. It says, "In the peace of God which passes all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ." So when you begin to tap into God and make your request known unto Him, there's a peace that will come. You won't be feeling like I did when I was stretching and I opened up my subscriptions and seeing a gazillion people talking about 5 ways, 7 ways, 8 ways to do this, and you're just like, more, better, 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 and you just get like a robot and you just get in this machine. You won't feel overwhelmed like that. You'll be at ease and understanding, like, okay, this is a process, and I'm present today. This is where I want to be tomorrow, but I'm going to be present today. I'm going to be today, because we're not promised tomorrow, and you guys know, we've seen it. All of us have lost family members, friends, people who we thought, what, the world gone, so we're always looking to tomorrow. We need to be present for today, because it could be our last. It says, "Finally, brother, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." That was refreshing to my spirit. I said, God, what's true? What's pure? A lot of the stuff that we see is not true. It's not pure. Oh, but we're ready to listen to it. But God says, no, wait. He says, no. He says, think on these things that are pure, that are true, that are just, that are of good report. That'll keep you in peace. That'll keep you from feeling all frantic, trying to do what everybody else is doing. It says, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which ye have learned and received and heard and seen in me do, and God of peace shall be with you. So I hope that settled you some. If you've been that person on that hamster wheel thinking you're going somewhere because you're doing. See, every time there's a lot of busy people, but they're not productive. A lot of people busy. A lot of people doing a whole lot of things. And when you get your hands on a whole lot of things, nothing is done 100%. You got 10% over here, 15% over there, 5% over here, 8.7% over here. You're broken apart and you're scattered. And I love how the word says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. When your mind is back and forth on things, you're just constantly just a flippity-floppity. You're not making anything happen. You're just running like a hamster on a hamster wheel. It says, I know how to be abased and I know how to be abound. Know how to be content where you are. Know how to have the more and know how to do on the less. And be okay with both. He says, and everywhere in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that is my encouragement to you today. That's just how I was feeling on this Friday when I got home. I was like, but God said, shh. We do this thing. It's called waterfall in first grade. So kids, waterfall when they come in from recess. That means chill out, calm it down, relax, and tap into Jesus. Because trust and believe, the more is coming. But you should not be like a hamster wheel, running. Especially if you're chasing money. My heart goes out to you if you're chasing money, or chasing fame or stature. I'm telling you. You're going to be just like the rest of them people on them the subscriptions you have, just looking for another like, looking for another subscription, looking for another plug. And it's never enough. Be abound and be abased. Be content. Be present. Be present. Be present. Have a blessed day.